I was given a link to this one video who I tend to never have found anything I disagreed with in this guy's video, and it's Freedom Radio, putting off procrastination. Um, I'll put a link below because I think it is massively a good message. And it's something I did with my kids. And basically, it is that parents discipline their children to do things their way all the time. And it's like if the parent isn't correct, then you're disciplining your children to do everything that's wrong. And that's why I kind of am in disagreement with Bibles, because it says, spare the rod, spoil the child. And it's like you got to get your own head straight before you touch a child. And that lesson came to me when I was beaten. When I was a kid, I knew better. I wasn't doing anything wrong, yet it created this abusive experience. So I thought, if I knew more than my parents knew, I'm going to have kids and I'm going to listen to what they teach me. And so when I had kids, I had four of them, so I had four different perspectives. And I tried as hard as I could to see what kind of mother they wanted and what kind of parenting they wanted. I always listened to my children. And as a result, it ended up everything I know to this day basically comes from my kids. They taught me more about life than my parents ever did. They taught me more about life, and things that you will never ever understand came from my children. And so what that meant is I needed to be a different mother to every single one of my children. So I wasn't one specific type of mother. I did see that I definitely was influenced by my world, and did occasionally make plenty of mistakes when I was fooled or manipulated by our social systems. So there's no question I participated in my kids losing their abilities. But I also seen that what made me do everything that was wrong was our social way of being. And then when shit hit the fan in my family, um, I seen that there's no influences I could have over my kids. It's like we got to make social shift. And that social shift will help shift my kids. So that's kind of what I'm doing, is using myself, shifting myself, and kind of introducing a shift for everybody else. Um, this procrastination, I understand it very well. And it, as soon as I let go and started going with the flow, just go with the flow. And when you're with this cosmic push, it'll guide you down the right path all the time, all the time. You don't want to, but you do. And when I had my crash, I was like paralyzed. I couldn't move. Like my legs were functioning, everything, was functioning perfectly. But my body couldn't get off the friggin' couch. It was like something was weighing me down to do absolutely nothing. I wanted to work. I got on this friggin' welfare system, and everything in my power was work, work, work. And the social system that I tend to disagree with, that I would say, hey, these people don't want me working. They want, So I've been very, very critical of this social system because it wants me to work, but then when I'm working, they're preventing me from working at all cost. Every time I try to, get out there and work, um, they would always suppress me. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to go with the system. You all want me not working. As you all complain and say that I am the problem of this whole social collapse. You know, everybody that's on welfare is the cause of everything that's wrong. That I'm lazy, I'm stupid. You know, you all put those judgments on me, which is so hurtful, so painful. But yet none of you want me working because as soon as I work, or even if I ask for a donation, then I get criticized for that one. And it's like, okay, I get up every day, I do work, I try to put out this positive energy out into the world, I try to influence, you know, and if I ask for any form of donation for that work, it's perceived as the worst possible thing I could. So again, I'm like, okay, the universe doesn't want me working. So it is like, sit back and do what the universe wants you to do and not work. Be stupid. Be lazy. And ultimately, what that ended up doing for me is I was a workaholic. That workaholic mentality was crippling me. That's why I'm on a disability. My arms are crippled. So this forcing me to do nothing, I took it seriously as it was my new job. So I took long walks. I lost my car. I looked at that as a positive thing, which got me out in nature. I ended up, the universe pushed me in this one area that was beautiful and hot, which I really needed. I was taking like 6 baths a day, trying to calm down, trying to really relax, and um, trying to find joy in my life again, connect with nature. It was like the very system that I totally dislike, that I can see is so freaking dead wrong, was actually dead right. Because I wasn't, if I worked, I'd be doing the exact same thing that is totally dead wrong. And we all need to sort of stop working and start learning what your passion is. Start learning who you are. Um, Look at all of the challenges that you're faced with, and try to understand them. Try to make a shift within you. If you are, procrastinating, what is it that you're procrastinating? Are you trying to break out of a box that society has put you in? It is the biggest challenge, because the words, the influences that come out at you has a way of turning you into that. So when you hear somebody say you're stupid, you're stupid, you're stupid, eventually you'll turn into stupid. If somebody says you're lazy, you're lazy, you're lazy, then you'll turn into lazy. And the lazy, if somebody told me you're lazy, you're lazy, you're lazy, and I'm saying, okay, I'll be lazy, what's good about being lazy? Well, lazy ended up healing me. It healed my body. I no longer have any pain if I'm doing the right thing. So it's made me really pay attention to my health. And as soon as my health goes, then I know I'm doing the wrong thing. So, but you have to be stronger than those influences, that when somebody wants to say you're stupid, don't turn into stupid. When somebody says you're lazy, don't turn into lazy. Understand what those words mean and use those words as something really positive. Lazy, to the observer judging somebody who is healing and relaxing, is on them. They are using the word lazy, but that lazy word has an explanation, a different understanding, which to me was healing. slowing down. Stupid to me means you just don't understand. Um, Stupid to me means, okay, I'm not communicating effectively. I know I'm not stupid, but for you to judge me to be stupid, that judgment is on them. But I ultimately, if I am smart and not stupid, what gives that reflection off to everybody else to make them see stupid? So for me, it is okay, if I am intelligent, then what is it I'm doing wrong? So I had to sit back and say, okay, I'm looking rather stupid if I'm really, really angry. I definitely had more than enough reason. The anger was definitely justified. My anger when I was like, stop this, my anger was a reflection of, I want something different than what I'm experiencing now. I want change. But it would look rather stupid for me wanting change while looking angry. So I took that responsibility and said, okay, I'll calm down. Okay, you cannot understand what I'm communicating, so I will work on my communication skills. But ultimately, it's the judges that want to judge me. If they want to see something stupid, stupid will show up. If they want to see intelligence, intelligence will show up. If they want to see lazy, then they'll see lazy. But if they want to see healing, they'll see healing. They'll see that somebody's not lazy. So I kind of really agree with this guy's definition of procrastination. It was kind of funny. He says that he was procrastinating making that video, and he wasn't procrastinating. He knew that he wanted to make a video on procrastination. That is his point B, but where he was point A, and point A is the realization, I need to make a video on procrastination B. So I want to get from point A to point B. The distance in between that was formulating the communication words and languages and formulating everything that he wanted to use to be able to describe it perfectly. So it wasn't procrastination at all. It was, he was preparing himself to do that B, that end goal that he wanted, and he was in process of, okay, I know I need to do something, let me formulate the plan as to how to unfold it. Ironically, I guess I would like to conclude that one of my sons, who's a friggin' genius, who taught me more about life than anybody else, I wanted him to have a voice. So here's a kid that always got his own way every single friggin' time, because as soon as I would say, no, you shouldn't do that, he would come up with a million different reasons, logical, genius reasons as to why he should do what he says is the right thing to do. And he always, I always caved every single friggin' time. I really felt like I was a really bad mother, because at the end it was always a mistake. And then one day he ended up telling me, as a mother, I should have taught him better. I should have been smarter than him. And that was like, bingo, that was another big lesson. It's like, okay, as this genius son of mine, the type of mother that he required was a genius mother that was smarter than him. So that was a hell of a lot of work. That's what it's like to be a mother of a genius. They want you to be smarter than they are. Fuck. To be smarter than a genius when I'm not a genius is like, this kid put a lot of pressure on me being a perfect mother for him. And I still need to be smarter than him right now. And I'm like, okay, I'm at A, where I know I got to be smarter than him right now. So that's my B, and I'm in process still, and that's the pain right now, is I'm not smarter than him right now, and he's a friggin' genius. So I'm in process of trying to be smarter right now. Peace out.